Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Crown LaBell page. Just getting started, I want to say thank you so much for all of your support, for all the love I was shown. Thank you guys so much for the shares, the comments, the likes, the page like itself, um, just everything. I feel the love. I appreciate it. I want you guys to keep sharing, sharing, suggesting, commenting. Also, there's quite a few different posts on the page. So just run through the page a little bit. There's not a lot there because, like I said, I started it a while back, but there's actually several admins on the page. It's not just myself, and we all may post as the Crown LaBelle. Sometimes I post and I might put the initials TC to let you guys know that it's me, but I'm not the only person posted on the page. I started the page, but there are other admins there that will post things. Take a look through, answer some of the questions that are there, leave a comments. Like I think one of my favorites is I believe there's one that says, how do you how do you keep your crown adjusted for greatness? Or, what is one of the ways that you keep your crown adjusted or something to that extent? You can leave something there daily or, weekly. Today, I adjusted my crown for greatness and I set out and I did this, or, I keep my crown adjusted by doing this. Um, so run through the page. But again, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I feel the love. You guys are terrific. So as promised, let's get into these roles in our relationships. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll do this pre-recorded video. And then if you guys would like, you can comment, call me up. We'll sit, we'll talk about it. If you want to come over, we'll throw it on, do a video, and we'll chop it up. So keeping with tradition, because I'm traditional. So I'm going to start with gender roles. Just funny because someone had talked to me about this. A couple people talked to me about this, but I'm going to start with gender roles because it's tradition. And so with gender roles, I guess the male role would typically be the provider, number one, um, the protector, the more masculine or dominant one, just the breadwinner a lot of times, um, and things that go along with that. Uh, the one that handles probably more the discipline in the family, controls more of the relationship, how things go, maybe even where you live. Like it just has most of the control in a relationship. And then in that traditional relationship, you have the woman who is more of the nurturer, the caretaker, takes care of home, takes care of the house, does the grocery shopping, the laundry, do the more sensitive things with the kids, um, field trips, things like that, um, things of that nature. So, and with that, and that's not all, but that's just a brief, I think, so you guys can get an idea of, what I'm talking about. And personally, I started with that one because it is traditional, and then two because that's where I fall in line. I'm more traditional in that way. I have no problem with a man being the provider, with him being a breadwinner. I have I have no problem with a man paying 100% of the bills in the house, paying for the house even, like provide that house, like provide the house, and I'll get the rest, but you provide the house, in that household. But yeah, I have no problem with that at all. As long as it doesn't stop there. Like it doesn't, it's not just, you finance everything. I pay for all of this and I'm not doing anything else. You still have to be, a man, and you still have to be loving and caring. You have to be those things. You don't have to be overly sensitive, but you have to still show me that you love me and show me that you care and that I matter to you, and and those things. That's important to me. Um, and I have no problem with the cooking, the cleaning, the washing of the dishes, the doing the laundry. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that if I do work. I just want my money to be my money. I want to use my money for the fun stuff. Like you pay the bills with yours and I'll take care of the fun stuff. I want to use my money to do like if we want to take a trip somewhere, let me do the trips. Let me do let me do the trips. Let me do those things and all the fun stuff. And that's just how I feel, and I don't care. I don't care about the judgment. I don't care if anybody thinks it's open and it's honest. That's really how I feel. I have no problem with a man paying 100% of the bills at all. Not a single one. And then I want to talk about the 50/50s. Um, because there are people out there who feel like, look, he works. I work and we're gonna split these bills straight down the middle, and that's cool. I can get behind that. I can get behind it. I don't want to do it. If I was forced to, I would do it. I do not want to do it. I don't want a 50-50. I want to kick back in my own lane and do what I said I want to do. But I can get behind that because times are different and things are harder. Um, and even if they're not, if it gives you your own sense as maybe the person in the relationship that may not be as aggressive or may not be the breadwinner, but I'm still providing and I can still, I can budget and I can, hold mine like you can hold yours. And that's cool. I can definitely get behind that. What I don't like a lot of times with the 50-50 is as a woman, I've been in, relationships with men. I don't know if it's any different with like, same sex relationships or if it's any different with the relationship where the woman may be the more dominant partner in a relationship. But what I've noticed is that in times, and this is just like my own relationships, I've noticed that in, people, we all sit and talk and we have conversations and things like that. But where it comes up to where people want the 50-50 and they want your dollar and they want your money and they want you to match them pound for pound, but they also still have that part in them that says, no, I'm picking where we live and I'm going to pick the cars that we drive and I'm going to pick this and I'm going to pick that. And all of those things are them. But then they want you to straight down the middle and do this 50-50 thing. And that's the part I cannot get behind. Like, I can't get behind that. You're not going to go out here and design our debt and then want me to just dive on in there and go halves on you. Half seats with you. I can't do it. Like, I'm not with that. I can't get behind it. So I think that would be my only issue with the 50-50 thing. Other than that, I think it's cool. Like I said, it's not for me, but it's cool. I will say this, just to clarify. I would not watch my man sink. Like, I'm not going to watch you struggle. I'm not going to watch you kill yourself. And I'm not going to let you get to the point where you are sinking and drowning. Like, that won't happen. Um, and I say that because it can be very misleading or confusing when I say that I'm okay with a man paying 100% of the bills. I am okay with that. However, I'm not going to watch you kill yourself and hurt yourself. So when you need me, I'm here and I'm going to jump right in there and we're going to make it happen and we're going to get you right back to where you need to be so you can pay those bills. But yeah, I'm not going to sit and watch you struggle. Like, that won't happen. It's just that I'm not okay with giving you the reins and you make a huge mistake or you go out here and you say, I know what I'm doing, and you do something that puts us, in a bad situation, and then you continue to make those bad decisions and things continue to get worse, and then you're still looking at me like, well, you gonna dive in here and fix this, or you gonna help me out, or what? And I'm like, I'm gonna help you because I can't have us messed up. But after this, like, it's a wrap. I can't let you lead anymore at that point. Like, either you're gonna have to, you know, take the back seat for a minute, or you're gonna have to let me make these decisions, and then you finance the decision so we can get back to where we need to be. And then, once we're back to where we need to be, and you're back on track and making smarter decisions, and I can sit back in my little place in my seat and you know, move right on back out your way and do me and do what I want to do. And I'm okay with that. And then there's also, you have the relationships where, one person is, I've had somebody tell me one person is taking care of everything and they're okay with it. I've had someone tell me, like, listen, I'm okay with my lady not working. She doesn't have to lift a finger. I'm okay with providing for her. I don't care about taking care of the kids. Like, I'm good. I love her. I would do that for her. She's worth it to me. And I think that that's a life. That's awesome. I think that's great. That's definitely, I can get behind that. I can get in front of that. Like, I can get all up in the middle of it, mixed up all around it. I think that's awesome. Um, that someone would feel that way. I think to me, I think it's a good deal to someone like me. Because again, I can do what I want to do. Like, I'm okay with that. I got to take care of everything else. Just take care of the house and feed me and love me and, rub my belly or my head and I'm good. I got you. Um, then there's also the relationships where, one person is, if it's, the one person that's taking care of everything. And then because of, like I said, with me, I'm real big on gender roles. So in a situation where if I'm the woman and I am the breadwinner and I can provide the bills and I can pay all the bills in the house. Um, in that situation, is it something that I would like I think about often or something that I could think it's not, but at the same time, as long as you are still because everything's not finances. So as long as you are still doing those things as the man in the house, like as long as you are still, I don't have to get up and start to touch the trash bags and take them out for you to say, "Oh, I got it." Just get up and take them out. I don't have to, suggest that the lawn needs to be mowed for you to get out there and mow the lawn, like, cut the grass. Or I don't have to, like, hey, it stopped snowing. You might want to get that shovel while it's early. Those things. Like, if I'm doing everything else, I don't want to have to remind you to shovel snow and do things that I feel like you should know to do. Yeah, so those are just things that I don't want to have to remind someone to do. And then also, it's like I've seen where it's if you're that woman in that position where it's like you're like, hey, when you do have to remind, and it's like, hey, babe, the grass is looking a little rough, and then now he has this, oh, you think just because you make money, you can tell me what to do? And nope, I just think the grass looks rough and it needs to be cut, and that's it, and that's all. Like, and I just want you to go out there and cut that grass, So, and that could cause a problem in itself. So I don't know. I would like to know where you guys fall into line, if you fall into any of these categories, or if you're a whole separate category all your own. Is there something else that you do differently? Could these work for you? Is it something, could you see yourself outside of your normal role and what your role is? So please, when you watch the video, don't just watch the video and like it, comment, like give me some feedback. Let me know where you guys stand and let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about what I said because I'm okay with it. Staying firm at what I said. Um, and like I said, I know my intentions. I know, how I am and how I move and how I operate in a relationship. And I'm pretty good at what I do. Like I'm good. I just have my beliefs and I stand by them. Um, but let me know what you guys think. I definitely want to know. And then also, like as far as the roles in a relationship, like how do what all do you look for going in? Like because there's some things that you have to look for before you decide. Like he's the one, or oh, I want to spend the rest of my life, or what did you see, or what did you look for? Like me personally, I look at everything. I can't help myself. It's what I do. Like I look at fingernails. Like I look at to see if your fingernails are clean. Like I don't care if your hands, because I've seen to where your hands can be dirty for work or from work rather, but your nails are still clean and healthy looking. There's a difference. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about with that. There's still a difference. So even if your hands are dirty from work, your nails are like dirty nails because I don't clean my nails, I don't wash my hands. It's different from I'm at work and my hands are kind of grimy from work. There's definitely a difference, and we pick up on it. We're on it. Like we zoom in on that. We just might look and nod. But so I look at those things, nails. I look at whether or not you are holding the door on a regular basis. Are you waiting for me when you get out of the car, or are you just hopping out and you're walking off and I gotta go play catch up to catch up to you? If I'm coming in the door and there's ladies coming behind me, like are you holding the door for those ladies that are coming in behind me? Um, I look at, how you interact with your family, how you treat the women in your family. I look at how you interact with other men, just to see, how you stand and whether or not the way you may talk with them is the same way that you talk with me. Are you comfortable approaching a male the same way you would approach a female in a situation where things might have got a little sticky? I pay attention to all of that. I like to pay attention to how people move and what they do because those little things are the things that you're going to get kind of stuck with forever. Or if this is your person, like these are the things that you're going to do on a daily basis. So it's like the bigger things, like, this one time this happened and I wasn't as great in handling this. But the little things, the everyday things, are the things that will happen every day and the things you have to live with every day. So I can handle a situation where it wasn't as great this one day, or you could have really did that a lot better. But on a consistent basis, you're doing all of these things. That's small. That's minor to me. The big thing has now become minor because I know that that was an isolated incident. So it's not that big of a deal for me. So what are some of the things that you guys look for, or what are some of the things that you guys pay attention to or look at when you're picking your person, or when you're scouting, or when you're looking for that next one, or when you were looking at the one that you found now, that you're with now. So I would like to hear all about that. Also, as far as your roles, like do you find that it's easier for you to function in your relationship if you have kind of like a, someone to say, hey, listen, I need you to do this or I need you to, or kind of on a schedule. Like I'm horrible with scheduling things and functioning that way. Like, but I'm pretty good. Like if you tell me, hey, listen, I need you to do this and do that or whatever. It's like I know, boom, boom, boom. I got to get this stuff done. Like, and I got to have it done by the time this man gets home. I got to make sure I'm on top of this. I'm good with that. And I am good with functioning by myself. But there are times when if I'm left to my own, like I will do just that. Like sometimes I'm like, let me run here real quick. Well, I got time to shimmy out to the store, and I don't I don't have time to shimmy out to the store, but I will make it. I'll throw it in there somewhere. So also I want to know about those things. I talked a little bit about people being more feeling like they are more superior in their relationships, and then their partners being inferior. If that is something that you fall into, how does that work for you? Um, where does that come into play in some of your relationships, or what are some of the things that you can think of? Like I said, I'm traditional, so that's pretty much all the way around the board with me in a relationship because I'm more of a traditional person. I do know that at times I can seem like a nag because of my nurturing nature. Like I just want to make sure that you're okay, so I'm like, hey, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Do you need something? And it's like, I'm good. I'm making sure, and I don't care. Like those things don't bother me. Like if you're upset because I'm looking out for you, I don't care. You're just going to be upset. You're going to get over it, and then we're going to move on. But at the end of the day, I know you're okay. You know that I love you. Like, look, she'll pain in the butt, but I know she'll do anything for me. And at the end of the day, she just wants to know that I'm straight. And any real man can respect that. You know, um, so I'm real. That's me. I'm real big on those things. Um, there's also these things where it's like let me see, like in the relationships where you have someone who may be more superior or in more control of a relationship, or more of the dominant one in a relationship, and I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm okay with it. As long as that's just who you are and you're not using it to be manipulative or things like that, or you're not just, or I'm using this to run all over her. No, don't use it to run all over her. Be that man that you were supposed to be. But at the same time, respect your woman, respect your lady. Like I pay attention to those things too. Like is this a tool, or is this, who you are? So I pay attention to that, and I'm really big on those types of things too. Like treat your lady right. Like of course, and and we only say that because I think I only say that when I speak for myself. So I'll say that only because in most cases, most of the women that I know, they know how to treat their men, and they're good at it. They love them. We're concerned. We care. We want what's best for you. We will look out for you, even when you feel like, you know what, I really don't need that right now, but it's okay. I'm just going to look out from you from here, and I'm going to make sure you're straight. And I think any respectable woman would. Um, so with that, it's like with men, you guys are just not natural nurturers. So I think that's where it comes from when we're like, look out for her, love her, take care of her, do right by her. And it's like, why should you do right by me? Like we normally do. Like we normally do right by y'all. It's just that, sometimes y'all want us to do right, and then you want such and such to do right by you too. So anyway, it's a whole nother story. But anyway, this is where we are with it. I want your feedback. Share, share, share. Let's get it out there and give me some feedback. Call me up, hit me up. Like I said, we'll do a video, we'll chop it up. And that's pretty much it. You guys let me know what you think. Give me I know I keep saying give me feedback because I need it. I need to know what you guys think. It really matters to me. Don't just hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. Run through the page a little bit and look at some of the other posts and comment under them as well. Into you know, into the admins, or to the admins on the page. We'll all link up. I'll call you guys up in a little bit or whatever, so we can talk over some things. And thanks again for you guys tuning in, and I'll see you later. Until next time, royal wishes.